thank you very much for coming today and for joining the Mindfulness Meditation on what we call Wellness Wednesday. So my name is Mary Leahy and I'm one of the Staff Counsellors with UN Geneva. And today we're coming to you with the support of Natalie, Ariana and Nadia from the Knowledge and Learning Commons. So we'll just start in a couple of moments. There will be a couple of people joining us. And I've just got a question already from Genevieve. She says, good morning. Is it okay to be sitting in an armchair for the session? Yes, it is. So you can sit anywhere you like. You can also lie down on the floor and you can lie on your bed. It's tempting to fall asleep if you lie on your bed. But the most important thing is that you feel supported. So and that's what I like to do during mindfulness is that you feel connected to a chair or to wherever you're sitting so that you feel comfortable, that you don't have any pain in your back maybe, or a lot of us can slouch our shoulders over the computer. So this is maybe a time to think about our posture. But yeah, you can sit wherever you like. And maybe what we might do is just while we're waiting for a couple of people, we'll just get ready. So we take the beginning of the mindfulness. Normally, we do play a little bit of music. So like I said last week, I will talk a bit more than usual in a mindfulness session, because for some people, this will be one of their first times to come. So, and it can feel a bit awkward if there's a lot of silence. So I will guide you through it. And it also helps because our minds wanders a lot, which is normal. We have all these thoughts. So by me talking and guiding you a bit more, especially at the beginning, the first sessions we do, it will help you stay focused. So if we just take a couple of minutes to sit and find a comfortable position, so that can be in an armchair, in a chair, lying on the floor, sitting on your couch, or even sitting on the floor with your back supported by the couch. And it's important to feel nice and warm. And some people put a blanket around them or a scarf around their neck. Others maybe might like to have an open window with some air coming in. So we're beginning just by feeling grounded. If you are sitting, think of the ground underneath your feet. You can open up your feet wide and think of the balls of your feet, the arches, the piece just underneath your toes, and then spread your toes wide, open them really, really wide, and then push your whole feet and your toes into the ground. And this helps us feel grounded and connected. If you are lying down on the floor, or if you are someone maybe who has problems with your feet, you can just take some part of your body that is connected to the ground. It could be your back, that you push your back into the floor or into the chair without hurting yourself, but just feeling the support of something underneath you, something stable. So as we begin, it's important to feel that our backs, our necks, and our heads are firm but not tense, and that our whole body is grounded and connected. So we'll start by maybe doing a little roll of our shoulders, and this helps us with our necks. You can roll your shoulders up and around and back. And this is extra important at the moment because most people are spending an awful lot of time in front of a computer screen. So you might have pain in your neck, or it might be worse than it ever was before. And of course, your eyes might get sore as well. So this is just about getting comfortable. And now, if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. You can also place your hands one on top of the other and place them in your lap. If you don't want to close your eyes, you can just look down at your hands in your lap. This takes the gaze away from the computer and it's more relaxing for your eyes. So we'll begin by then closing our eyes or gently gazing down and thinking about relaxing our eyes and our eyelids. Relaxing our eyebrows. Relaxing our foreheads. Relaxing across to our temples and the side of our heads. And then allowing a wave of relaxation to travel up from your forehead, over your scalp, down to the back of your neck, relaxing your whole scalp and your head, coming around to your chin and your jaw, relaxing your chin, your mouth and your tongue, relaxing your nose and your cheeks and your ears, and just noticing the relaxation of your whole face. Now we'll bring our attention to any noises around us. You don't engage with any noise, you just notice the presence. So where I am at the moment, it's quiet and I can just hear the birds. But sometimes it's very noisy, and mindfulness is about remembering to be in the moment and not letting other people or other distractions bother you. It's about controlling our reactions to things and being in the present. So if there is noise around you, just acknowledge it and then let it go. Don't let it bother you. But this takes practice, but it helps in our daily lives as well. It helps us to reduce our feelings of irritability by other people and their noise. So now we'll pay attention to our breathing, and if you like, you can put one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach and take a nice deep breath all the way in through your nose. Allow the air to travel down your throat, down your chest, all the way to your belly. And if you push your stomach out, you can maybe feel your belly puffing out like a balloon. And just notice how your whole upper body fills with air. So remember, your lungs are at the back as well. Feel the stretch as you take nice deep breaths in and fill up your lungs with air, your whole upper body. And then exhale slowly and push the air, maybe squeeze your stomach and push the air all the way from your diaphragm, from the bottom of your lungs. Allow it to travel up your body and out through your nose, if that feels comfortable. Some people might be struggling with hay fever or with sinuses or with a cold. So then if that's the case, it's okay to breathe through your mouth. And take another nice deep breath in, filling up our lungs, expanding the body, the whole chest, the back, the front, all the way down to our diaphragms, feeling your belly pushed out against your hand. And then exhaling, pushing the air all the way from our stomachs, all the way up and out. And this time, as we take a nice deep breath, think of the snow at the top of the mountains around Geneva or in France, the Alps. Think of it, the white, clean, pure snow in the top of the mountains with the sun shining on it. There's nothing up there, there's no animals, maybe some birds, that's all. And just allow the clean, pure mountain air to come inside you and fill up your lungs with goodness. And this time, as we exhale, think of letting go of any tension in your body, any stress, any aches and pains, just letting them melt away as you exhale. So we'll do that one more time together, a nice deep breath. Hold it inside for a few moments And then as we let go and exhale, release any tension and allow our bodies to relax and any tension to melt away. Now we'll bring our attention to our feet. You can either point your feet downwards, or you can just curl your toes gently underneath. Don't strain your toe muscles, just do this gently. So just notice the tension in our toes as we curl the toes underneath and squeeze. And then we release the toes, allowing them to relax. And notice the relaxation. You may feel a difference in the balls of your feet. Your feet may feel warmer, or they may feel a little cold. And then we'll do that again, just gently squeezing our toes or pointing them, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And you might notice as you do this that the bottoms of your feet are also engaged, the muscles of the balls of your feet and maybe of the arch. And then let go and notice how your feet and your toes relax as we release. This is about becoming aware of the difference between our muscles when they're tense and when they're relaxed. And now we'll do that again, this time squeezing our toes, but this time moving up our feet. So the balls of our feet, thinking of the arches, moving up to our heels. And this time traveling up in your mind's eye along your shins and your calves. Traveling up to your knees and behind your knees. Traveling up your thighs. And as we do this, we can connect with the ground beneath our legs and our feet. So it could be that you're sitting in a chair and really feel the weight of your body as it connects to the chair. Your thighs and your feet are grounded into the chair, stuck to the chair. And if you're lying down on the ground, feel the whole length of your legs being connected to the ground beneath you. And then we'll travel up to our core, thinking of our hip bones, our sitting bones, thinking of the muscles, the big muscles of our lower back and of our abdomen, the core muscles. And maybe now taking a deep breath and gently squeezing the muscles of your abdomen, your lower back, your sitting bones, your thighs, calves, feet, squeezing everything and holding that sensation for a few moments. So as we squeeze, just notice, how does that feel? What's going on in the body as we do this? It may be that you feel a little bit warmer because the circulation of blood is moving around your body. Just do it gently though, don't hurt yourself. And just hold it for another moment and then let go. And as we let go, maybe think of the muscles falling away from the bones. Our feet are relaxing and getting wider. You might feel your feet connected with the ground again, or your legs, your thighs connected to the chair or to the ground underneath you. And noticing how your body feels. Does it feel warmer? Does it feel colder? And now we'll bring our attention to our core. So this time thinking of the muscles of your stomach, your abdomen and your back. And this time traveling up to your shoulder blades, maybe gently squeezing your shoulder blades together. And as you do this, noticing any tension or any strain in the body, you can travel up to the tops of your shoulders, to the shoulder blades, thinking as well of the very top and our clavicle here, thinking of opening your chest out in a smile. This helps us open our lungs and helps us breathe more deeply, which is very important. And as we roll our shoulders back and give our bodies a little bit of a stretch, this is important because a lot of us will feel pain in your lower back or your upper back or between your shoulder blades. So just then, maybe gently and tightly squeezing your upper body, you can maybe hold your breath for a moment and just squeeze, tighten, maybe pull your shoulder blades together and just hold that for a moment. And notice what's going on as we pay attention to our core, from our stomachs all the way up to the tops of our shoulders. And then we let go. We allow the shoulders to drop down again. We allow our stomachs to hang out and relax. You might take a nice breath and just allow your body to relax. And maybe noticing what's going on in the muscles of your upper back. And again, you can feel very connected with your back to the chair behind your back, supporting you. If you're lying down on the floor, you can also push your back into either the chair or to the floor, really feeling grounded and connected to something strong and solid that's supporting you. And now when you're ready, I'd like you to bring your shoulders up to your ears, gently squeezing the upper shoulders towards your ears, but not moving your neck. It's very important that we don't move our neck, we don't hurt our necks. So just lifting our shoulders to our ears and maybe noticing what's going on in our neck. So the muscles of the top of our back and our neck. Squeeze gently for a few moments and then drop. Allow the shoulders to drop down and the neck muscles to relax. And we'll do that again, just gently raising our shoulders up to our ears, not moving your neck, keeping your head still. Just gently squeezing and noticing what's going on at the top of our shoulders. And this time we will drop and allow the shoulders to relax. And this time visualize any tension that was in your neck or your upper back, just melting away down your arms, down to your elbows, down your forearms, into your hands, traveling down your fingers and out through your fingertips. Just allowing any tension, maybe any sensation of pain, any strain, just to melt away, just to travel like a trickle of water down from your neck, over your shoulders, down your arms, to your hands, and then dripping out the tips of your fingers, just letting go, allowing the body to relax. And now we'll come back to our necks and our chests again. Maybe again, just gently rolling your shoulders back, thinking of the breath that's in the upper part of your chest. Taking a little breath, or a big breath, whatever feels more comfortable. holding it for a moment. And this time, as we exhale, think of that sensation of relaxation, starting from your neck, going all the way down your body, past your lungs, your chest, to your stomach and the big muscles of your lower back, traveling down over your hips and your sitting bones, feeling the connection with the chair or the ground behind your back and underneath your thighs, then allowing the sensation to travel down your thighs, past your knees, down your legs to your ankles, traveling along your feet to your toes, and allowing any sensation, any heat to travel out through the tips of your toes. Just allowing any tension to melt away, to leave the body through your toes, and allowing your body to relax and sink further into the floor, to sink into the chair beneath you that's supporting you, and through your feet that are either maybe touching the floor. We feel grounded and solid, and we just relax. So you may take a moment just to notice in this state of relaxation how your body is feeling. Is it feeling different from at the beginning? We've paid attention to our breath and our breathing, and we're paying attention to what's going on in our physical bodies. You may have felt your thoughts wandering to different things. Just think of that as like clouds passing by in the sky above. The thoughts will come back later. Just push them away for now. Let them float away. And then gently start to come back. Maybe if you're sitting, push your feet into the ground beneath you. Or if you're lying down, take a moment to feel the ground underneath you, supporting you. And then gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. You can rotate your wrists and your ankles. You can take a nice breath, a nice deep breath. And then you can stretch your arms out to either side of you. Just stretching, a nice big stretch, maybe rolling your shoulders up and around. Stretching out your legs, pointing your tippy toes. And this helps to bring the circulation back to the body, because sometimes when we do something like mindfulness, we can feel a little bit dizzy. We can get, with time and with practice, we can get very connected to the chair or to the earth, and we can really find a sensation of our bodies floating. So it's important at the end to come back, to be grounded. Maybe after this session to have a drink of water. And if you are sitting on the floor, lying on the floor, sorry, to get up slowly and carefully. So, but when you're ready, we're just coming back now, back to the room. Being aware of your surroundings again. And when you're ready, you can gently and softly open your eyes and come back to the room. So the purpose of mindfulness on our session today was to give your brain and our minds a bit of a break. So most of you know that there's ongoing research about mindfulness and the benefits it has for people who suffer from anxiety, panic attacks, depression. It's ongoing research, but it does prove that it helps. But for me, the main thing is that it helps us concentrate on our body and connect with our mind and our body, because often people get sick because we're so busy and so maybe stressed in work or stressed in life that we don't even have time to pay attention to what's going on with our body. So as we do what we did today, which is called a guided body scan, it helps us connect our mind and our body. And then it gives our mind a break from all of the racing thoughts as we follow the guide. And we just are able to relax, even for 20 minutes. You can even do this for 5 minutes or 3 minutes. There's apps, as you all know, called Headspace, which are free at the moment to UN staff. And I think there's lots of people giving away free subscriptions at the moment. So what I'll do for the last minute is just a couple of minutes to see if there's any questions here that we can answer. So hopefully somebody said her sound wasn't working, so hopefully it did work. And then, yeah, if there's any questions, please do write them here and we will answer them. Let's see, I'm just scrolling up and down. So yeah, somebody asked a question about their back. So it's very important if you have back pain to pay attention to that. Sometimes when we take medication, it means that we don't feel the pain in our back anymore, but then we can damage ourselves by moving suddenly or by lifting things that we're not supposed to. So sometimes it's good to be aware of the pain. But if it's not manageable, then it is important to see your doctor, maybe to see a podiatrist, because sometimes with back pain, it's about the shoes we're wearing or our posture, or maybe we carry a handbag, a heavy handbag or a briefcase on our shoulder the whole time, whereas you could maybe switch to a backpack where the weight is spread evenly and you put it across both shoulders. But often it's back pain is about sitting at the computer so much and working. So even when we return to normal life, a lot of people these days have a sedentary lifestyle where they sit in an office. So it's important at least every hour to get up and do some stretches, even things, if you don't want to get up, even sitting in your chair and rolling your shoulders and doing some breathing. And yeah, and then there's another question about anxiety. So it's important if you're feeling anxious. This is just one thing that can help you. You could also do things like going somewhere that's your favorite place. I know it's hard to travel at the moment, like most people are not even going to the lake, and the botanic gardens, for example, are closed. But you can visualize somewhere peaceful that you will get back to again in the future. Or you could go to a nearby park if you can, or if you're stuck in your apartment and you don't have a balcony or a garden, just maybe open the window and stand in sunshine. And then just breathe. Really, anxiety and panic attacks are things about, some people can feel like they're going to die, and then that becomes even worse for them because then they stop breathing. So literally you can put one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach and just breathe, and it really does help with anxiety. So I think we're nearly at 10 o'clock now. So I'd like to say thank you so much for everybody who came along and joined us today. I hope you found the session useful. And what we'll do is tomorrow's Thursday, because it's Easter, we have a session at 3 p.m. with Mercedes, and that will be in French. We hope you can all join us again tomorrow. These sessions will also be recorded, and you can access them by clicking on the Knowledge and Learning Commons website, which Natalie and her team will circulate, and have you maybe seen some flyers because that's why you're here today. But thanks very much. And then, yeah, so if there's any questions, any individual questions, please do reach out to either the Knowledge and Learning Commons. Their email is commons@un.org, or else you can reach out to the staff counselling team, and our email is Staff Counsellor with 2 L's, so Staff Counsellor, one word, @un.org, and we'll be very happy to answer your questions. And for now, I'd like to say thank you very much to Natalie, Ariana and Nadia for all their help today, and thank you to Rosa, and thanks to everyone at Knowledge and Learning Commons, and we hope to see you again tomorrow. Thanks very much and have a lovely rest of the day. Bye.